Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second part of how to design an airplane. And I'm just going to do a quick recap on what we did last time. We talked about how to begin, how to do the planning and everything, and we also finished the airfoil. Now, another thing I want to mention is that after I did the video, I've added a new sketch and specific only for the chord. I didn't use the first one. I just created a new one separated for that, okay? So you're not going to be wondering, okay, where this sketch come from. So just do a new one, and like I did here, it's very simple. It's just a straight line from the leading edge to the trailing edge, okay? And that's it. So in this video, I'm just gonna finish I'm gonna do the wings, and yeah. So let's start. Okay, the only thing we're gonna need for this tutorials, I'm gonna turn on the front as well for a moment, and remember to be inside the SA wings, subassembly wings, and remember to activate the wings component. Make sure that it's activated. Okay, so now we have the chord line activated here. You can see it, and we're going to put a constructed plane that's called plane at angle. Okay, I'm using it quite often, so which is why I've added it into the shortcut here. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on the line here, and I'm going to put -7 degrees. I already know it's going to be because I'm working on the right side, and I'm going to click OK. So as you can see here, if I'm going to the front, I know that over here it says diagonal 7 degrees. Good. Now we're going to, I'm just going to turn this one off. I don't need it. We're going to create a sketch, and we need to make sure that we're working on the right side here, or the left side. Yes. Okay, first we need to go into the, need to do some projection. I'm going to do a project intersect just in case. And by the way, this is also in the shortcuts, so I'm going to advise you to create some shortcuts because we're going to use it quite often. So intersect here. I'm just going to zoom in, put it on an angle just to make sure I'm projecting. Just to make sure that I'm projecting the right points. Okay, let's start here from the back. This is the first point, and I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna zoom in and make sure that I'm projecting. Let's see. Wow, this is not so easy. Supposed to be here. Boom, and click OK. Now I'm just gonna stop it, and I'm gonna go back to it. Good, so I'm on the right angle now when I'm drawing. So I'm just gonna use a straight line. Make sure we are on the projected point, and we're gonna do a straight line. As I mentioned before, you can, depending on the drawing that you're gonna use, so it's gonna be much more precise. Mine's a little bit off, but I'm not so worried about it. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it so it's gonna be straight. And now I'm gonna go into just gonna make sure that I'm choosing the right points, because you see there are many other points, just to make sure that when I'm hitting the right projected point. Gonna zoom out, go back here, then follow the shape, something like that. And try to make it parallel to the other line. Make sure that we are on the same. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix it in a moment. Gonna exit that. Okay, so now I know that this one is perpendicular to this line here, which is good. So I'm just gonna make sure that, yeah, let's see if this one is parallel to this one. It should be. Pop. Let's see. Just gonna delete this one anyway. Gonna try it again. This one to this one. Good. Now I'm gonna do another constraint, horizontal, vertical, between these 2 points. Great. Gonna give it a dimension here, which is fine. Give another one to this one, and we can also add an angle here, and it looks fine. Good. And we can just exit this sketch. Now I'm going to create a new sketch on the same plane here. And I'm going to create a line between this one and this one here. Good. I'm just going to turn this one off for now. I'm going to use it later. Okay, so we are ready. We can, let me just, okay, we can start by, let me just turn off the canvas here, so it's not going to bother us. We don't need the chord, we don't need the camber line as well. So we're going to do a normal sweep here. We're going to select our profile, and then we take the path. It's going to be the straight line, and the guide rail, it's going to be this one here, this one, and this one. Good. Now you have few options over here, if it's scaled and stretch and none. Let's see what's the difference. Now let's turn this one on, and we need to make sure that it's the same thickness. In your situation, maybe it's going to be stretch, let's see, none. You can see there is some differences, but we need to make sure that it's equal in terms of thickness all the way. So it looks good. Let's see what's the difference between the stretch. Scale, it's not good. None, it looks, I think, much better. Oh, but it didn't follow the, yeah, so we need to do the stretch here. Okay, so we can finish this one. Remember, it's full extent. Good. If we're gonna turn off this one here, let's focus on the wing itself. Now, as you can see here, the end, it's like end perpendicular to the to the ground, but I don't want it like this. I want it to continue. Imagine like it's straight outward. So how are we gonna do that? Now I'm gonna show you these steps. It's quite important. Otherwise, the end result in the end, when we're gonna work on the tips, it's not gonna work good. Maybe it will work for you, but I've tried a few times before and it didn't work quite well for me. So I have to follow these steps. Now there is a tool that it's kind of hide on another tool, which you're not gonna believe where it is. And so we're gonna use to make it, to give it an angle over here. Some of you probably think, okay, let's go to the draft. No, but the draft, it's kind of a tricky to work with. What we're gonna use is, we're gonna select the face here, and we're gonna hit the M on your keyboard. That's gonna bring us the moving copy. Okay, it's gonna be here. We're gonna use the drop down menu, the faces, and we're gonna choose rotate. Okay, now we're gonna select the axis. Need to turn on the origin over here. We're gonna choose the Z axis. Let's go back again to the front here. Zoom a little bit in, and we need to give it an angle. Oh, sorry. We need to select the face again. It's this one here. Now we're gonna see what happened. So it's gonna be 7 degrees. And as you can see, let's go straight. It looks much nicer. Good. I'm gonna hit OK. And voila. So this is our wings. This is our airfoil, and it looks really, really nice. Okay, at that point, we can just hide this canvas, and we can move on to the how to work on the wings tip, and that's I'm going to show you in the next video. Okay, that's there are 2 ways on how to do it. I'm going to show you both ways, and you're going to choose whatever one you think it works best for you and which one you like. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.